Welcome back, everybody, to part 3 of Halo Combat Evolved. We are continuing our playthrough of the Halo games. This is the 5th mission in the game, which is Assault on the Control Room. And if you just saw there, I would have been your daddy. That is the birth of the famous Easter egg and saying, and also the skull that unlocks rare dialogue throughout the Halo games if you turn it on. Skull, I don't believe, is in this game, but it is in the rest of them. Alright, what I'm going to do is immediately throw a grenade because there's going to be an elite that's going to charge the door right away. Yo. I swear to God, I don't remember them evading to this degree. Alright, what I tend to do here is crouch jump up, and you can kind of skip in a little bit, avoid a little bit of the fighting. You will take your health damage if you do it like I do and you're a fucking idiot, but... make sure you kill them before you move on.
I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation to have increment weather.
Now, if you're feeling ballsy, you can come over here and you can ride down the ledges right there, and you can do a whole series of things to get right down to that fight. I'm not doing that for this playthrough because it takes a few tries anytime I do it, and I don't want to waste your guys' time. Or eventually not get it. This could be a 5-minute level or an hour-long level, depending on how many tries it takes you to land that hit right there. But that is a little thing I wanted to point out for anybody interested. That is a famous speedrunner level skip. And I did do it for my speedrun. It just took a while, so many tries in practice. I'm not bragging about it in any way. There was nothing glorious about the way I did it. But it is something you can do, and eventually I was able to do. Now, this bridge isn't so bad, because if you fall through the broken glass there in the center, you drop down to the lower level. But later on, there is no lower level in a future bridge. It's the side-by-side bridges. This level can be really fast if you're quick about it. You really want to just keep essentially doing what I'm doing and avoid the actual fighting. There might be 2 enemies right here, or I'm thinking of a later part. No, later part, we're good. Sometimes there'll be a jackal waiting, like, right there. Alright, this one goes down, the later one goes up. If you can see, I'm actually beating my best time in the bottom right. That's kind of funny. But only for this split, everything's green. Ultimately, I don't beat my best time because I did that level skip at the bridge, which would have put me behind early in the speed run. With them would have had me well ahead later on. There are a lot of grunts right here. I recommend just avoiding them. Here you can skip another huge chunk if you're careful about it. Just come up here on the right. Do it again. It could be a hard jump. It could be a hard jump. There you go. Woo! I thought I was going to fuck that all up. So the fact that we're this far in and we haven't even hit the 5-minute mark, you know. That's why we do these level skips. Over here, you want to get the Warthog and the Sniper, most importantly. You want to be careful of the Wraith, though. The Wraith will absolutely... Ah! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! I'm going to hit by the... Yup! That's why. That's why you get out. Holy shit. I don't want the Ghost here. The Warthog is faster. The Ghost will allow you to shoot and give you that ability, but the Warthog is actually a faster vehicle, so depending on how much combat you want to do, it is better to have the Warthog. And then later on, it's your choice if you want the Warthog or the Scorpion. The Scorpion will allow you to shoot, the Warthog will not, right here. I like the Scorpion just because the battle that's coming up is not so easy with simply a Warthog. And also, you can have them hop on here. Like, you can have the Sniper hop on with you. You can have up to 4 people sitting on your Scorpion with you. So it's not the end of the world either way. Oh my god, this is the Scorpion that literally, like... It's got a little 4-dot countdown over there. This Scorpion is not as fun to drive as the later Scorpions. You can either go left or you can go right, which would allow you to sneak up behind one of the turrets. I do recommend doing that. You don't have to do it, but I do recommend doing that. Otherwise, you're going to have to deal with it from a front-on fight point. God, this Scorpion is so slow in the first game. Oh my god. What a snail crawl. Ugh. Not even the movement. I'm talking about, like, the shooting. How long that is between shots is crazy. Alright. Careful, there are going to be 2 hunters right here. There is a wraith up top there if you're going to stay and fight them all, so be mindful. On top of the structure I just entered, there is a wraith. Alright, you have to get out to open this door. Hopefully they don't get off. Good. You can't take the Scorpion forever. Eventually you're going to hit a door like this that is going to jam and not let you through. Wow, one of my passengers is fucked, dude. It's so slow, dude. Why does it shoot so slow compared to the later Scorpions? Oh my god, what a slug, dude. You want to be mindful of the ghosts. There are, I think, 5 in this section climbing up here. What the fuck, dude? What the shit, dude? Oh my god, the Scorpion used to control like shit. I think I'm privileged by the fact of how much Halo 5 multiplayer I played. And the tank is a goddamn... It feels like cheating. It's so good. Ah, I tried to shoot it right off the ship. Alright! Fuck off. Come on. God, you wait so long for the shot to recharge. Damn. The little dots you're seeing under my crosshair right there. It's like, holy hell. It's like 8 whole seconds between shots. That's crazy to me. There you go. How about that? How's that for getting ahead of it, bitch? Now, there is going to be a turret up on the hill over here, and 2 elites are going to run out. And there are ghosts here. You don't want to let them get to them. I'm going to worry about the turret first. Although I think I killed the grunt that would have run to it, so it's not the end of the world. Yep, right here. You don't want to let them get to any vehicles. Here's some ammo if you're looking for any RPG rounds or anything. Oh! Don't pile out! Stupid! It's crazy that we're 13 minutes in and still playing even with all the level skipping I did. Oh wait, I didn't do any level skipping yet. I'm still thinking of the last mission. That's the problem with doing them back to back. I'm not overly concerned with that hunter. You could do a couple things here. You could drive right off the edge, or you can ride down the right way. Do bear in mind that there are turrets on the walls up here.
I thought the Covenant had eliminated all the Marine forces.
So whatever you do, protect yourself. Alright, move! Don't run out in front of a tank! Don't run out in front of a tank! Stupid. Four and hit. Yeah! Alright, you can't get the tank through here. I will say this is one time where if you had gotten the ghost or the warthog, you can get it through that right there. If you want to continue to move with it. I just use the active cloak. Or active camo, rather. There is a... Obviously, you just saw me avoid a sword elite. There also will be enemies up top, so be mindful of those back there. I'm just going to skip a lot of the fighting entirely. We're trying to get ourselves to some vehicles right down here. Now, you need to get to that door over there. But what I'm going to do is toss a grenade. I'm going to kill this elite, and then I'm going to go in one of these tunnels right here that you'll see. And I don't remember if it's the left or the right. Fuck. Ooh, my game's lagging bad. My game is lagging hard! Fuck off. You thought that was gonna work out for you. You've lost your fucking mind. Saved ourselves a little bit of stress doing it that way. It's a little bit easier on us combat-wise. Oh! I forgot about you two! We're still staying green in the bottom right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that skip in the beginning that I would do, it takes a while for it to actually play an effect. It's the long game. Much like any skip, but... even just doing these. Oh, I guess I did do some skips because I did 1 or 2 of these, but... alright. I think there might be a jackal on the other side over here. Right before the elevator. No. Is he at the top when we get up there, maybe? Right up there. It's weird that it looks fast here, but if you go in the scope, it looks like a snail crawl. Alright. Still making good progress. Bang a hard left right here. Get by most of you. There you go. Need a health pack pretty bad, though. We've skipped a lot of chunks of this mission. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. We've done a lot of skipping. So right here, another way you could skip, if you're feeling ballsy, you can jump from one bridge to the other. I don't recommend fucking trying it. I really don't. And this is the part where you have to worry about enemies on both sides, because they are going to shoot you from the other bridge as well. It's not just the one you're on. And this time, as you can see through the glass, there is no bottom deck for you to go try to avoid enemies. And there is going to be, yep, an invisible elite. Be mindful of him. And be mindful of these last minute grunts right here. Now, really keep an eye on your health. Because if you're going to do skipping like I'm doing right now, your health is going to really start to play a factor right now. Ah, fuck! I think I should have gone, yeah, left right here. There we go. I'm going to take a risk because there's a health pack. I'm going to take a little risk. I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. What the fuck, dude? Ah! Imagine if I didn't grab that health pack and then did this part. Alright, but there are 2 elites that are going to run out. I think they do it in the second hallway, though, not the first hallway. Yeah. Yeah. They're not coming out to the second hallway. Bitch ass, bitch ass. So you could skip over to here if you're willing to do the bridge jump, but I am not. Ah! Everybody fuck right off. It's so laggy, dude. Why is it so laggy right now? They're gonna be right here. Yep. One. Ah, shit. Couldn't reload fast enough. Alright, a little bit of ammo right here on the ledge if you want to get that. However, there is a hunter, so be mindful of that. Thank you. Boosted me a little bit, bud, trying to kill me. Ah! 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 Thank you. Now, by not having any kind of a CQB weapon, I have created some issues, but it's fine. I still stand by my sniper rocket. Alright, if you're quick enough, you can actually stop him from getting to the Banshee. And you could take the Banshee here, and you could skip that entire other side of the bridge and everything over there.
Scanning. Covenant forces in the vicinity have been eliminated. Let's move on to Halo's control center.
And we skip literally like 10 minutes of that mission doing that. With the Banshee, you would have to go across, go all the way down, get a Banshee on the ground level, and then work your way all the way up that tower that we flew to the top of.
Something buried.
The captain, we've got to stop the captain.
Keys?
The weapons cache he's looking for. It's not really. We can't let him
Yep.
get inside.
I don't understand.
There's no time. Get out of here, find keys, stop him. Before it's too late.
And then you just fucking leave her there, and she's there until the end of 2 betrayals. So you don't have her for like 2 whole missions. You don't have her for 343 or for library. So this mission is actually heavily inspired by the Alien franchise in a lot of different ways. And you can kind of see that if you've ever seen Alien or Aliens or any of those movies. Matter of fact, the cutscene in the middle where you're watching through the visor and he's like, I got a bad feeling about this. You always got a bad feeling. That's basically ripped entirely from Alien. Not knocking Bungie. I like the Alien influence in the first game. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Y'all saw that, right? 6 hits to the hand and no reaction. See, sometimes... So, the thing is, the graphics, the geometry, though, like, is based off of the original game. So, like, right here, I'm standing on nothing. They remastered the textures, but the graphics are based off of whatever it looked like originally. Or the geometry, rather. So, if you're trying to worry about where you can and can't stand, focus on the old graphics. Alright, and then right here... This is coming up, so I always like to jump down and just catch the elevator on the way up. It's a little fun little game I play. And then you want to come around to this side after you get your very large kill streak. Alright, so here, you cannot turn the bridge on. Now, if you want to, you could grenade jump up onto here, and then you can make it all the way across. There's no real need to, but it is an option you have to yourself if you want to skip a little bit of this nonsense. And we're going to honestly tear through this level and speedrun the shit out of it. If you want a needler, this is a good place to get one. You don't need it, but it is a place you can get one, and it's not advised to use it against the Flood later in the level. Alright, that is the guy that you unfortunately either have to kill or run by. And I'm an evil son of a bitch, so... He's too afraid because he's already seen the Flood. Although, I gotta give him credit for making it all the way back here from the Flood chamber, where they're all locked up. I turn this back on. I used to also turn these on, and then I would try to jump and see if the bridge could appear under me before I got there. Like if I could land on it going through, but... Boop, boop, boop. Alright, guys. The cutscene. Halfway through Guilty Spark already, by the way. I don't think this is one of the missions where they're listening to Green Day, but there are some Green Day references throughout the game. What the fuck glitch was that? Did you guys see that? Holy shit. What is going on? This is literally the longest cutscene in the entire fucking game. I don't like that you can't switch graphics during the cutscenes. That always bothered me. You have to be in gameplay. You, in theory, could blame... you really could blame Keys for, like, this entire thing. Never should have opened this room. Never should have let out the flood by accident. Like, if he didn't open that door, I wonder how this game would have played out. Or this storyline just in general, I mean. I wonder if they found, like, another room like this. You will notice in this cutscene too that a lot of them jump on Sarge and or Johnson and immediately pop. He is immune to the flood. My editor's watching this, so I don't want to spoil it for her how, but as soon as she gets through the book, she'll figure it out. Now we begin the longest fight in the world. I'm exaggerating, but all you gotta do is just watch the radar, see which door they're gonna pop through first. Right over here. I missed. Don't worry about a thing. Best thing you can have against the flood, hands down, and nobody's gonna tell me different, is a shotgun. It is by far the best flood killer against any flood form, and it's not even close. There is no close number two. Maybe the pistol or the battle rifle when you get to that point in the game, but now you want to be careful here because they absolutely can turn the bridge off on you. They 100% can. This happened to me and I was pissed. I was livid, dude. I was fucking livid when that happened. I usually jump out here, then jump out here to avoid some of the fighting right there. Come on! Oh, is this the broken one? Okay. Yeah, it's the broken one. That's me not fucking paying attention, apparently. One of those weird levels where, like, they force you to backtrack to forward track. Thank you! I'm gonna go in circles for a minute here. Now, you can jump out right there, land on top, and that isn't a bad option. I mostly just want the overshield, so I don't mind waiting till I get down here to actually grab it, but so right there would be an example of if you're fast enough. Damn it, I was not fast enough with the jump, but you can make it across there if you time your jumps perfectly. It's not worth reloading to keep trying, but it is something you can do. Then up here is the little fire lip you gotta jump on. This is a great place for health. If you have been running low for a little bit, that's like your last opportunity for the mission to recoup some. Careful of the floor can fall out. Right. Another little good ammo spot, not health though, so again, what I was saying, you want to seize the opportunity when you have it to get that health pack. And obviously I've pretty much run by most of this mission. I don't know why you wouldn't. If you have the opportunity to save yourself some time, why not do so? I didn't really even have to do that fight. I don't know why I just fought him. Oh my god. Imagine if I didn't have the overshield there. Click out on it. And then we pretty much need to walk out the front door and we're all set. If you know the skips and you know the little tricks and things you can do, This game honestly is a cakewalk. It's the easiest Halo once you know where to go. If you know the paths, it is undoubtedly the easiest Halo by a landslide. It's a walk in the park. My editor is going to get so mad when she sees me do library, because I know she hates that level. And honestly, I side with her. I side with her that if you've never played through Halo Combat Evolved, your first time, even your first couple times, but definitely your first time through library is a bitch, dude. It's a fucking nightmare. But again, as a person that's played it for 20 years, I just walk through it. I skip most of it too. At this point, I skip most of it. Now, when you get out here to this part, what you want to do is just walk all the way around the structure. It doesn't matter if you go right or left, just depending on what difficulty you're playing on, you want to be mindful of getting shot from behind. Guilty Spark is only going to come to you if you're at the exact back of this structure. In case you're someone that ever wondered why this part doesn't load, you probably weren't standing at the very back of the structure. There's Guilty Spark. And there you go. So, remember, there is a playlist on the right if you want to jump around in this game. And if you want to see the other Halo games as they come out. And I'm going to call that part here. So youtube.com/CobaltGaming and twitch.tv/TaseThatChase are the two places you can find me. And notifications on is the best way to be one of the first people notified. I will see you next time.